Yeah.
I got it. Okay, best picks in the world. Corporate structure, CEO Kennedy Foster, COO Angel Ruiz, CFO Hamel, and CMO Julie.
Yay!
All them seeds.
Mission statement, best picks in the world will provide a quality camera that is durable, reliable, and reasonably priced in 4 regions in the world. Example, North America, Asia, Latin America, and Europe. To have the best picks, you must buy the best picks in the world. And this is an example of $78 single use.
No, at Walmart it was 68.
For y'all, that was a clearance price.
Camera Pro. Camera Pro is $68, but
That's the second
you get what you pay
one.
for.
Multi-use is $250.
I'm trying to see everybody's stuff.
That's the second one is here on 250. That's the same one, but it's a different, like megapixels or like have different version options. This is all another cameras. Some is cheap and some is expensive one.
And that's on that $18 one.
That's the 2001. Name is Sony CyberShot DSC-RXIR. 24.30 megapixel.
The best of the best.
6000 x 4000 pixel.
Thank you.
Optical zoom non-applicable and 3-inch video camera available. Dimensions 113 3x 65.RX 69.6.
Alright, so basically we've got our net revenues for basically all from year 5 to year 14. Our biggest spike was year 12, $692 for our net revenue. Our lowest was year 5, $200 in revenue. Our earnings per share, same thing. We did better on year 12 than we did any of our other years. We noticed that we did a downfall in year 13 and in 14, which was 13 was our lowest of the years. Our return on equity, we were killing it, and then we got killed at the end. We went from being 552 in year 12 to 0 in year 14. It shows you that if you don't strategize, you're in trouble. Our stock prices, basically we had the highest in year 12 again, 140, and our lowest was year 5, which was the first year we started, as 30. So we were still coming up and down. If we would just kept going the way we were supposed to go, we'd be number 1 day.
You wouldn't happen to be looking at Eric when you said that.
I know. Yes. Our credit rating, basically, we had a good goal intention. We wanted to start off fast, pay off all our debts. Fortunately, that didn't work well, and we ended up with the year as a C-. Our image rating, we did well in our first year. Then we slumped, and we killed it by the end of the year. We came back to 100. If we would have kept that up, it would be a different story. So here are our company analysis for the last 3 years. And to speak about North America is Miss Julie.
Jules.
The definition for a beautiful picture is best pics in the world. My plan for best pics in the world is to expand for all ages to experience the different features. The business aspect for North America is to give knowledge about marketing, delivery, administrative expenses, operating profit, net profit, beginning and ending inventory. The company's strength are tech support budget, entry-level PQ rating, multi-feature PQ rating. The company's strength is positive and motivation to keep better and better. Okay, and this is the new company strength of the year. Is online retailers, local camera shops, tech support budget, advertising budget, entry-level warranty period, multi-featured warranty period, entry-level PQ rating. The company's strength has increased throughout the years. These strengths give the company an advantage to keep moving forward. This is the previous weaknesses is multi-store chains, online retailers, local camera shops, advertising budget, entry-level warranty period, entry-level models, multi-featured price. Our weaknesses need to improve, but that will be making sacrifices that will eventually have a positive outcome. We will need to expand our online and local shops. The company's weaknesses for these years previous were multi-store chains, entry-level price, multi-featured price, multi-featured models. The company needs to expand on multi-store. The entry-level prices need to increase by plus 30%. Also, the multi-featured price needs to increase. The number of model in the multi have to increase. Instead of one, we should have at least 4 to 5. This is our company analysis. Entry-level pricing trends, multi-featured pricing trends. We did not do good in the entry-level, the end of year 9, and the end of year 9 with multi, we did increase. For the company this year's, we did year 12, we didn't do good, we were the lowest, but then we did exceed high in entry-level, year 14. Multi-level pricing trend, we did not do good, we were the lowest, but we did exceed. Also in year 14. For the first years from 5 to 8, we had an entry level. It was in the medium. And for the multi-featured, we did do 4 for year 5, but we exceeded. And then to the entry level, our revenue for year 10, 11, and 12 was on the average. We need to work on the profit. In the multi-feature, we did above average, but there is always room for growth. North America operations. The company is operating on high revenues per unit. North America is on their cost of units, delivery, and marketing for the beginning of the years. We did do extremely well for year 5, 6, 7, 8 in the entry level and multi-featured revenues per unit. We did good as well. For the years 10, 11, 12, and 13, we did good for entry level, and for the multi-featured, we did good, extremely good also. And now I give it to
Asia Pacific.
Amal. Well, no, oh, yeah.
Okay. This is actually previous one for the Asia Pacifics. That's we have shrink, multi-store chains, online retailers, local camera shop, technical support budget, entry-level warranty period, multi-feature warranty period, and multi-feature models. We get only couple weakness for advertising budget and entry-level PQ rating. We get, we showing that's the store average as 21, as individual average is 30%, online site average is 40, individual, that's corporation B, which is individual average is 26%, local shops average is 1500, and corporation B, which is individual average is 25%. That's the first, that's beginning of the entry level, was price retailers 179, and we had 4% negative. That's promotion number 1. That's individual average, and that's 0%. Length 1.5 weeks, and discount is 16% as a 33%, 33 to negative 38. Warranty period is 1 year. As an individual, it's above number of models 3.8. As a positive 7%, the PQ rating is a 1.2. The multi-feature strength is a price retail is 517. As the individual is 8%, positive 8%. Promotion number is 2. As a 0%, length 1.8 per weeks plus positive 7.1%. Discounts 11% as a 0. Warranty period is 1 year plus above. Number of models 2 as a positive 100. PQ rating is 1.8 plus 6%. So marketing share is 25% plus above 1 points. And the demand is 13 is a plus 4%. That's we did that on year 6, 7, and 8. That's kind of like up and down. For the entry level multi-feature segments, we had first years of the 6 at 360, and after right away jump on year 7 to 8. That's an entry level net profit per unit. We had year 5th, 6th, 7 as kind of 5th it was kind of laid down, and after we jumped to the 6, 7, 8 as over $40. The multi-feature net profit per unit as the same. We had year of 5 it was kind of low, and after 6, 7, 8 was over $140. So entry level net revenue per unit, we had everything's average over 150 of year is a 5, 6, 7. And multi-feature net revenue per unit, we had over 300 on first year of 5, and after we jump on 450, kind of 6, 7, 8, it's over 450. Okay, I'm gonna do as a mine, that's right after 6, 7, 8. This is a map that you guys see already in earlier, and this is a shit.
We are having technical difficulties in our Asian community, so we are going now to
Asia.
Africa and Europe.
No, we got that back.
Oh, we're back. Look at that.
We had kind of pretty much PQ rating was very good on entry levels, and multi-levels, multi-feature segment had kind of that's much better than before. We had straightness and weakness. Weakness after 7, after 9, 10, 11 was kind of good than before. That's multi-feature price was weakness, and strengths is multi-store chains. All pretty much is the same as before. That's only change advertising budget. And guys, see, we already talked about in earlier 6, 7, 8, it was kind of up and down, and after 11, 12, and 13, 250 to went down to 100, over 130. It was kind of really upsetting. And this is multi-feeder segments. That's we already talked about. That's year 6 was kind of down, and after right jump to the year 7 and 8 is over 560, and then year 11, 12, and 13. Year 12 was kind of bad, and after we right back to the next year was 13. It's the same level. That's entry level net profit. We would discuss about in earlier year 5, 6, 7. That's we already see that, and also 9, 10, 11, and 12. But 11 years 10 it was kind of down, and after right back to the over 440 per dollar. And multi-feature net profit unit per unit is it was over 160 on years 9, and then we jumped to the 240 after years of 11 and 12, 13. And entry level net profit per revenue per unit, we had pretty much same thing, but on years 10 it was kind of over 210, and then went back to under 200. And multi-feature net revenue per unit, we had pretty much same thing after 11 years of 9, 10, 11, and 12 over 650. And then we're gonna go next prison to the Mr. Angel over
Can I see
here.
the commercial?
Alright.
What?
Can I see the commercial?
Can you wait?
Yes.
He has to do his
Okay.
It's okay,
presentation.
we don't need the representative of Chief Camera Pros.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of the Europe and Africa segment. That's good. Okay, as said before, within our mission statement, we just want to make sure that we give out a top of the line product that's going to cut into the history of cameras everywhere, so therefore people can enjoy things like tourism and other type of events, especially in the Africa region as far as like safaris and everything. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to talk about is from year 9 until year 15, just briefly. So as we look at from the past, from years 5 to 8, as we saw that our net profits for both entry level and multi-feature cameras, where it was down at the beginning because we was just starting, and it kind of increased. And then I say usually our 4 quarters where we was kind of having a slight bit of trouble, but there was room for improvement for that one. Okay, net profit from years 10 to 12 has lowered and even got to the point where it just went below standards. And reason being for that, because of the competitors like kind of really attacked at this region on the come up, where I had to make a sacrifice from my region to kind of help my team focus on the other regions that was on the lower, such as North America and Latin America. Okay, so I knew I had to take a hit for somehow just to make sure that everybody else was coming up on common ground. Okay, our net revenues for the entry level and the multi-feature. Okay, here for the entry level, as we saw that it was kind of up, but it decided to come down by the year 8, which kind of improved over the time between the years 9 to 15. As we also see the same thing, kind of similar, but just a little bit more by the end of year 8. Okay, now we look at from years 10 all the way to 13. We was here around the 225s. We took a dip a little bit within year 11, and then as 12 and 13 came across, we started progressing a little bit more dramatically. Okay, company analysis. For the entry level and multi-feature, as you see for year 13 and 14, as year 13 just proved that it was just way too low. It was really kicking us down. But we really had to step it up for year 14. And by a shot of faith and good luck, we soared really up high for expectations for year 15. So this is what we're projected to stay at for the whole year. And we're going to try to make sure that we exceed expectations for both features. Okay, SWOT analysis, as I told before in the first presentation previously, strength is in the multi-feature cameras and the multi-store chains, online retailers, promotions, and picture quality ratings, which the multi-feature cameras was our strong point in each and every last region, but especially within the African and Europe region, we had got the most attention there, especially when we paid attention to the exchange rate, where it was like in the high pluses. Weakness is just the budgeting for advertisement, which was something that we really worked on. Instead of going less for advertisement, we actually spent more, which gave us a better picture quality and also helped us produce more stores to sell our product. We do have an opportunity to take the business by storm. We continue to apply pressure to the competition, which we're still trying to do, even though we might have took some shots and slumped down a little bit, but we never gave up. We kept pushing and fighting. And to me, our only threat is just us really not pursuing what we really need to get to, not believing in ourselves. If we don't do that, then we can't achieve anything. So we have to keep pushing. Next. Okay, now this is what I call the rise and fall and resurrection of the Europe and Africa region. Where our rise was, we really was dominating, as I was saying before, in that region that was kind of pretty much carrying the company at that moment in time being. And where the fall came about is, as I said before, is when I had to stop and look towards the other regions that was kind of struggling, such as North America and Latin America. And Asia Pacific was like pretty much a little bit behind on me, but you know what I'm saying, as a team player, I had to make sure, you know, that the team did great, and so the other team members did also. So the resurrection part is we saw what our mistake was. Our strategy that we tried to apply, we applied a little bit too late.